Good morning everyone and welcome to The Horse Life. Today, Shalico is going on his first solo mini trail ride. It is blowing an absolute gale out here. The wind's coming across the water. But so far he's ignored that, which is what we want. Today we're just going to work on relaxation. Hopefully not find any scaries. Listen to the wind coming through those trees. As you may have noticed in my previous videos, I often go riding with two of my other friends, Andrea and Rach, and all of us also compete in cowboy dressage, reining, ranch, that kind of thing. And we don't really have any nice areas close by in town to do lots of flat work and stuff. So I started riding the trails a few years ago to give me and my horse exercise, and it gives us somewhere to go. It gives us something to do. But we don't just sit on the back of our horses and let them have a rein like this and just let them do our own thing. Quite often you might see me with Max like that, but that's because he's trained, and for him it is like a relaxation, and it's my relaxation. But this is a new horse I've only had for 3 weeks. This is, I think, only his 4th trail altogether. But you may not have noticed because it's lots of the time it's very subtle. But we use the trail to train on. So I'll try and give you an example now. Here he's got his head up and he's looking around a bit because, you know, he's out here by himself. So I'm going to set my hands down on the saddle, collect up a little bit of rein, and I'm just going to, there, he gave straight away to me, softened. We do it again, there, softened. As soon as he softens, I give him a bit of rein back. That's his release. The more he looks around, the more I ask him to soften. He did it again there. Head up again, ask him to soften, there. So that also helps them to collect, use their body correctly, and pay attention to their rider and not always just their surroundings. There. Now I'm just letting him go just a little bit, have a release and a relax. Just going nicely, not looking around. When he starts to look around like there, I'm going to ask him again and soften straight away. And there. So at the moment he's getting a release instantly, but eventually that's going to draw out to a few more steps and a few more steps and a few more steps. And then that's going to transfer to the show ring, depending on what you're showing in. But how often do you go into the show ring and your horse is looking outside the ring, outside the arena, outside the circle, whatever you're doing, and you lose points? Horse is looking outside. So this is just a really, really good exercise to make him always think about who's on his back. So really soft there. Now the other day he couldn't even walk past one of those boulders without, you know, looking at it. Now he's looking at the water, which is over there. But he is being so lovely today, considering it's his first solo ride out here. And now we're going to ask him for a trot, and hopefully he does it softly. Good boy. That was nice. And when he came out of the trot, he had his head down and relaxed. Going to ask him again. So here comes your transitions that you usually do in the arena. Soften again. Ask to trot. Lovely. Let him stretch out because he's going up a hill. And I asked him to come back down again, and he came back down really nice. So Shalico has previously had training in dressage, and I know he's done a few competitions. I haven't done dressage. I've done cowboy dressage, and I've done reining, and I've done ranch, but I haven't done dressage, so this is going to be something new for me. And yes, we've had teething problems since he's been home. I did take him on a few rides before I bought him, and he went really lovely, of course. And this is nothing against the person I bought him from. It's just what's to be expected. So got him home, and he's tried me out a couple of times, and like, it's been nothing bad. It's like swishing of the tail, shaking of the head, one little kick up. And I've tried to ride him in another arena, and he did the same to me. So there is a possibility he could be arena sour, because now he's just doing so well on the trails and loving the relaxation. So now I have to step up the training on the trails a bit more. And then next time we go to an arena, we're just going to take it nice and easy and not train on him, and try and make the arena another nice place to be. Now here's the big scary boulders. Soften, 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 soften. There. He's seen them from the other direction 3 times, but not from this direction. That's why these trails have been so good. We can do them one way, and then when we get sick of that way, we turn around and do them the back way. And it gives us and the horses a whole heap of new scenery to look at. This is where we usually come out to the finish, but today we're going to do something different. Going to walk him back down there, and we're going to try the water challenge again today. Big scary things. Ask him to go forward. Good boy. Oh, he's just realised what's going on. He's seen the waves. We're going to go forward, Shalico. Now this could take a while, so I may have to put the video on and off, but I'm just going to ask him. As soon as he gives me one step and goes forward, I release. Good boy. One step. Literally, that's all he gave me. Good boy. And at the moment, even though we're going really slowly, we're going forward, and he's not trying to evade it yet. Come on. Now he just took that step without me even asking. Oh, this is nice. Good boy. Remember, you played in the water yesterday, hey? Not so scary now, hopefully. Okay, I had to up him there because he went backwards, and that's not acceptable. As soon as it's sinking forward, I release. Now I'm going to ask him again. Good boy. Now I know this isn't scary, because yesterday he more or less took himself in the water. Good boy. Oh, and there we go. And we're in. Yay, Shalico. Now I know this has got a hard bottom because it's the bitumen road is underneath, so. Good boy. There we go, let him have a little release there. Oh. Here I've just got the one hand on my reins. I'm letting him put his head down and just stretch it out a bit. Bring his energy levels back down. Some big scary rocks coming. I don't look at the rocks, I look past the rocks. I'm going to ask him to soften anyway because he should be fine. I'm looking past the rocks, he didn't even look at them. Two steps at the canter, hey, that's better than nothing. Just back there he thought about going faster and going into the trot, probably because I just tried to canter him. So I asked him to soften again and relax. Bring his energy levels back down. Right, he's walking too fast for my liking, so I'm going to ask him to soften. There. The other thing is, when horses walk too fast downhill, or they start walking and then it gets steep and they start trotting down, that's a sign of them being unbalanced and unable to hold their position properly. So it's a really good idea just not to let them take off down hills all the time, and actually let them, or make them, go down as slow as you can, one step at a time, to find their balance. And I suppose it can also be a sign of disobedience. 3Ks all up, nice short ride. Hope you've learned something from that. If you've got questions, leave them for me in the comment section or on Facebook. Let him stand. Now this is the other thing I've noticed the last couple of days, is he's had no patience standing around. So I'm just going to stand here for a minute until I'm ready to get off. Head's relaxed a little bit. Good boy. Actually, I need to move. Well, good boy. This is the other thing we're actually doing. Every ride we're training to line up to the mounting block. Okay, so we've just unsaddled and now I'm going to take him down to the water for his splash and play. But we'll see if he wants to go in there today, because it's quite windy and there are a few waves and he's a bit unsure about the waves. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, here we go. Realised his favourite pastime. Okay, well thanks for joining us on our training ride today, our first solo trail training ride. Please click subscribe, follow our journey. We're hoping to do a cowboy dressage show in the middle of the year, maybe dabble in some dressage as well, and we might even get him to a ranch show with any luck by the end of the year.